This is the largest migration to make way for a water conservancy project in modern Chinese history. 345,000 people are moving to new homes up to 1,000 kilometers away. Old and young, male and female, are all being moved. Some are farmers, others are fishermen. There are newlyweds among them. All are leaving a place where their families have lived for generations. They will be starting a new life, somewhere they've never seen before. Behind them, their homes are disappearing, inch by inch, below the rising water. The Danjiang reservoir is being expanded to create a capacity of 29 billion cubic meters. This amount of water will be capable of supporting the lives and development of 100 million people in the north of China. Are they migrants? Yes, they are, for they are severing their ties with places where their families have lived for generations. With the first concrete being poured to raise the dam's height, the fate of the surrounding villages and the people living there is sealed. Primary school teacher Wang Pinlan is giving her last class. She never normally cares too much about her appearance, but today she's wearing her wig for the first time in years. She'll be leaving the area to make way for the reservoir's expansion. In 10 days, 648 people from 165 families in this village will be relocated. They'll be moving 500 kilometers away to Huixian County. Wang Pinlan has been teaching here for the past 8 years. She loves the work, but now the time has come to leave. Traditional culture has a powerful hold here. Teachers, even substitute ones, are respected, and they themselves are proud. Wang Pinlan is normally a strong character, but now she's very emotional.
我刚说了，7万人就把这个事。
It's not only sadness that's affecting her, she's worried too. Will she find a school in the new location? Is this the last class she'll ever teach? Jiangwan Primary School lies beside the Danjiang River. In summer, it's a picture of tranquility. With the completion of the old dam, the waters of the Danjiang and Hanjiang rivers were combined to create this vast reservoir. But as the water level rose, people were forced to retreat. In this way, Wupo village was established. The pending submersion, when it happens, will leave anything below 172 meters underwater. All the surrounding farmland will disappear. To make way for the South to North Water Diversion Project, people here face a much longer journey than they have ever undertaken before. Wang Pinlan's house and that of her parents-in-law lie beside the Danjiang River. The family consists of 4 generations. The old couple have 6 sons and 2 daughters. 4 of the sons, along with 21 grandchildren, will be moving. What awaits them in the future? The pending migration has caused a big stir in Liulong village, close to the reservoir. Many of the villagers are refusing to leave. The new location assigned to them is just 60 kilometers away, in the town of Peiying in Dengzhou municipality. Though not very far, it's alien to them. By moving there, they'll be giving up everything they've accumulated over many years. Liulou is an affluent village. Much of the people's income here comes from fish farming. As a village, they've built up combined savings of 10 million yuan in the local bank. The most successful businessman is 48-year-old Zhao Fulu, a restaurant owner. He stands to lose his cash cow by leaving. It's natural then that he is reluctant to go.
按利益的方面去考虑，那是根本不愿意去管。人家一般等于啥，你这都是什么？一年这个钱不能挣了，你让他少挣，一年少挣了，有啥？
He's worried about how he'll earn a living in the new location. Wu Degong is a fisherman, and he's not happy either. There are no rivers where he's supposed to move to. Fishing, his livelihood until now, will be out of the question. The dam project is well underway. Do the people in the area have any alternative other than relocation? The 170-meter waterline marker has been here for many years. It has served to remind the local people that one day everything around here will be underwater. With the increase in its capacity, the reservoir will be 12 meters deeper and its surface area will be nearly 1,000 square kilometers. Upstream, 600 wharfs, 41 administrative districts and 471 villages will be wiped off the map. 345,000 people in a 30,000 hectare area will have to be relocated. 181,000 of them in Hubei province and 164,000 in Henan province. Yanjiang is a mountain village. It's popularly known as the last natural village on China's map. In the spring of 1959, Wu Degong and his new wife boarded a train to China's northwest. Back where he came from, a 162-meter high dam was being built. Wu and his wife were among 8,000 young people from Sichuan County in Henan province being relocated to Qinghai province. They were the first group of migrants making way for the Danjiangkou Reservoir project. Arable land was scarce on the plateau, and the hostile climate and alien lifestyle was more than many of the migrants could bear. Before long, some returned back where they had come from. Wu Degong and his family came back in 1961. But even before they'd had time to settle, the rising reservoir forced them to leave again. This time, they headed to Jingmen in Hubei province. However, the sudden surge in Jingmen's population would cause problems. Government officials lacked experience, and local resources were limited.
跟当地群众争地争粮，引发了很多矛盾。像在湖北钟祥的大柴湖，曾经发生了这个群聚事件，给人民的心灵也造成了很大的伤害。
Unable to lay down roots, Wu Degong, like many others, once again brought his family back where they'd come from. They set up home beside the Danjiang, reclaiming wasteland from the riverbank or mountain slopes. Slowly, Yanjiang village developed. But once again, fate has intervened and they are having to move. Throughout history, people have had to be relocated to make way for water conservancy projects. Between 1979 and 1985, the World Bank helped to fund more than 100 water conservancy projects in dozens of countries, necessitating the relocation of up to 1 million people. In its handbook on non-voluntary relocation, the World Bank states, "Past experience has shown that non-voluntary migrants put a strain on and pose a risk to the economy, society, and the environment." In India, in 1988, work began on the 138-metre-high Sardar Sarovar Dam, a multi-purpose engineering work located in the Narmada Valley. Its designers boasted that the Narmada Valley project would be the boldest and grandest engineering work in human history. Under the plan, they said 41 rivers in the surrounding area would have their courses altered to create a stepped system. In the event, however, the dam was not the promised milestone in modern development. 500,000 people belonging to 85,000 families were told they would have to abandon their homes. The relocation was accompanied by social unrest and even serious conflicts. In the course of the next 20 years, many people were left homeless. In 1995, the Supreme Court ordered a halt to the Sardar Sarovar Dam project. This effectively brought to an end the gigantic dream of the Narmada Valley project.
And the main controversy is of resettlement of the evicted, displaced population, which is very large. It's almost 500,000 people who are being displaced by this. The earlier the promise of the government, because it was a World Bank supported project, was that land will be given for land as part of resettlement. But the government has not found it possible to find enough land to give for land, so they've been giving cash compensation.
A massive relocation involving hundreds of thousands of people is inevitably a huge challenge for the existing social and economic structure. Often, the dangers cannot be anticipated. Between 2010 and 2011, 345,000 people needed to be relocated to make way for the enlarged Danjiangkou Reservoir. Such a mass migration is the equivalent of moving the entire population of a small city. Nothing like it had been seen in the history of water conservancy anywhere in the world. To make matters even more difficult for those organising the relocation, the schedule was tight.
人均不足24平米、农村住房困难的移民群众，国家给予了专项补贴。另外呢，针对库区耕源地偏少的实际，专门增列了生产安置费，用于在安置区征收土地，确保每一个移民具有同等规模的生产用地。
Government workers are coming to assess the size of the farmers' orchards and hence determine the compensation they are due. Wang Pinlan is last. Once the measuring is done, Mr. Hu from the village committee issues compensation certificates. A certificate records the details of the amount of compensation to be paid for everything, from housing to trees and family graveyards.
补助部分了，是欠了咱们的搬迁费了，困难补助费了。
13,722,23,200,是吧？
对。
After buying subsidized housing in the new place, Wang Pinlan will be left with 50,000 yuan in her pocket. The day of departure is drawing near. Her husband, who has been working away in Hubei, has returned. They will be starting a new life in Huixian County. Naturally, they have a lot of worries. But they are encouraged by the figures on their compensation certificate.
就是这个钱也到不了，5000块钱够装修。太阳能是绝对要弄，接着吧，洗衣机、冰箱、厨房要装修，卫生间要装修。
The money seems to be plenty for starting their new life, and the couple begin to dream.
我介绍第3点呢，就说是南水北调中线公路在河源。
The success of the south to north water diversion project in the minds of the decision makers depends largely on how the interests of the people being relocated are protected. They must have the means to get by in their new homes. Otherwise, the relocation will have to be deemed a failure. However, taking care of their basic needs is not enough. The long-term future of those being relocated needs to be taken into account. It is essential that everyone is given an equal opportunity in their new homes, so that the relocation becomes a positive turning point in their lives and careers.
移民要在短短的2到3年，绝大部分都要移出去，叫做远离他乡，最远的要移到500公里以外的地方去，重新开始生产生活。这个在当今确实是很难的一件事。当然现在看，经过努力是办到了，经过努力是办到了。并且我们也是反复的核查，每年呢都是下去几拨人去到现场去调查、去评估，这个结论几乎都是一样的。我们的移民不但移得出，现在看也能够稳得住。
It's very busy here, even with winter approaching. This new district will be home to 874 families from 3 villages in Anyang, Hubei province. 3,723 people in all. This district will see the biggest resettlement from the middle route of the south to north water diversion project. The migrants will be arriving in 9 months' time. Construction elsewhere has been halted so that all the resources can be directed to building homes here.
18万2000移民，我们要建441个安置点，因为我们老百姓他最关心我的房子治安如何，所以说我们采取了3位一体的这个监管方式，包括我们移民代表，就是建房理事会直接参与了我们整个房屋的建设。
今天不来是这样一把，是这样一搬东西。你打有这个老客，你说你个穷。
Not everyone wants to leave. There are people in Liulo village who are unhappy. They complain that the soil in the district they're being moved to isn't good enough. Old Yang and his family earn their living from a hectare of land. They grow grain and some other crops. They wonder if they move to the new place whether they'll have any land to farm.
他那边一个给一亩4分。
自个到时候可能搁多少？或者1个孩子、2孩子，就那几亩地，他搁不，他要光这样，他咋生活呀？
They're being moved to a place called Dungzhou. However, there isn't enough farmland there, and a land readjustment project is being carried out. 30,000 people will be moving to Dungzhou, more than to any other county in Henan province. Each relocated person will receive 1/10 of a hectare of land to farm. This means that Dungzhou must make 3,000 hectares of farmland available.
因为呢，能够舍小家顾大家，顾全大局，北向力争到我们这里来生活。所以说，我们呢也是无条件的为移民挑地，挑整好的土地，也挑整这个区位好的位置。我们尽可能的把这个街边路边的好地挑整给群众。
Land, the farmer's livelihood, is their major source of income. For the 160,000 people to be relocated there, Henan province has made 15,000 hectares of land available, enough for every migrant to get their share.
确保群众的利益。首先呢，一个呢就是说，从安置的地方的选择上，在我们省内啊，是在经济社会发展条件比较好的地方，挑选呢这个最好的地，基本上都是吨粮田来给到农民，给到这些移民。
As a way of resolving the deadlock in Liulo village, the local authorities decide to survey the place they're moving to.
我们市移民指挥部也配合省督察室到现场去看过，并且带着一些工具，实际到那土层里给它拆了拆，实际当时的土层也不低于1米，还是不错的。
With the concerns over the soil quality removed, the villagers are convinced, but not restaurant owner Zhao Fulu. He's still against leaving. Xu Hu has been going from door to door to talk to people.
大概我给他做了8、9次，我到他家里又去了8、9次。他是经营饭店的嘛，他最关心的到那个地方，到一个新的地方，我的生意如何做啊？所以我带着他到邓州，见了他们的安置地的党委书记、移民局长、分管市长，我把他这个情况介绍，邓州很支持他，所以最后在这个感动下，他迁走了。他迁走意味着什么？他一个人的迁走是带动了
和本家兄弟13家，牵走100多人。
The people of Liulo village, once they were convinced that they would still be together and could expect a better life in the new location, no longer hesitated. Instead, they decided to go ahead and embrace the new life awaiting them. Government workers are busy making sure that the policies issued by the national government are implemented to the letter, and that the migrants' legal rights are protected. In doing so, some government workers have been working so hard that their health has suffered. Dragon Boat Festival is one of the biggest days of the year for people living by the Danjiang River. Early in the morning, Zhang Yonggang and Wang Pianlan go to collect wormwood on the riverside, and their son accompanies them.
为啥要搬迁？住楼房要搬迁。我这是回答一下。你知道，我跟你说为啥要搬迁啊？这是你看啥，北京人吃不上这种丹江的这青子。
Immediately after Dragon Boat Festival, the family are leaving for Huixian County, 500 kilometers away. Zhang Yonggang is feeling nostalgic and is making a film with his mobile phone. On their way back, with a breeze blowing and the blossom dancing in the air, they reflect on the beauty of the place they're living. Why have they never appreciated it before? Fisherman Wu Degong has sold all the fish in his pond, along with the boat he has used for many years. He has already been relocated 3 times. Soon will be the 4th. The villagers are going to worship at their ancestral graves prior to their departure. Zhang Chaosheng, Zhang Yonggang's father, has brought the whole family along. The graveyard was renovated earlier in the year. The old man had south to north water diversion inscribed on the stone.
大大，我们南水北调要走了，我们9号、10号都要离开。今年这个清明10月有，不能来给你送香纸钱。这一次的话，我们多给你送礼。今天来特意给你告别，
This is where their ancestors are buried. This is where their roots are. They are bidding farewell and starting a new life. They're naturally feeling sad, but at the same time, they are optimistic about the future. The day is set. The families will be leaving on June the 10th. It's the second largest migration ever conducted in this area. People have been unable to sleep for days. The fireworks display fails to calm their emotions. The major construction work along the middle route of the South-North Water Diversion Project is beginning. 300,000 people are leaving their homes so that an historic engineering project can go ahead. Michael Sonea is a former policymaker and consultant with the World Bank. He specializes in migration studies. He's in Xinjiang in Henan province to conduct a study on the relocation of people to make way for the South and North Water Diversion Project.
For decoration, I don't know what display. For display.
Yes. He has visited every continent in the world and seen firsthand the relocation of millions of people to make way for water conservancy projects. He's happy with what he's seeing here.
What is with the income? China has now the best policies to guide population resettlement caused by development. Those policies produce the best results, and no other developing country has such a good experience as China has.
It's dawn, and the city is still brightly lit. Here, it's a day that starts like any other. But 1,000 kilometers away, by the Danjiangkou Reservoir, people are leaving their homes. When water from the Yangtze River finally reaches Beijing, will the city's people associate it with this morning? For some people, this is a very ordinary morning, but for others, it will be unforgettable. People are streaming to where the buses are parked. The school headmaster has come to say goodbye to Wang Pinlan. There's a lot he would like to tell her, but he doesn't know where to start. People have been living and working here for generations. They have a strong emotional attachment to the place, but now they are leaving.
向各位父老乡亲表示热烈的祝贺和崇高的敬意。
At dawn, 17 buses set out northwards towards Huixian County. On board are 648 people belonging to 165 families from Hupo village. 4 ambulances accompany them. As the bus starts, Wang Pinlan's emotions come flooding out. She's experiencing a mixture of worry, excitement, hope, exhaustion, and sadness. The Danjiang River is left behind. So are their homes. The years they have lived here are history now. They can look forward to a brand new future. After 10 hours on the road, and after crossing the Yellow River, the motorcade completes the 500-kilometer journey. Here, there's neither the sound of the Danjiang River nor the familiar smell from the paddy fields. But this is their new home, a place where they will spend their future and their dreams will come true. Another chapter in life is about to begin.